Hello again, and welcome to our conference conversations. I am Linda Thunberg. I am your host for our conversations about our NATH annual conference, our hypnosis conference that will once again be in Virginia Beach in November. This year it is on November 10th, 11th, and 12th with pre and post conference workshops and certifications. I'm here today with Roxanne Louise, and we are going to talk to her about her presentations, have a conversation. Hi, Roxanne. How are you today?
Well, a bit tired from traveling from the Flagstaff Dowsing Conference, where I spent a week teaching.
Very good. Yes, a little tiring going all the way across country again. Yes, but
Yes,
good that you're teaching and being there.
a lot of fun.
So, and then in a few more weeks, you'll be at the NATH Conference in Virginia Beach. Tell me a little
Yes,
bit about the two workshops or presentations that you're doing about the pendulum dowsing
sure.
and then also energy healing.
Okay. Well, let me give you a little background. After I did my professional hypnosis training, or at least the beginning part of it, I also took a course in dowsing, pendulum dowsing. And I was so excited because I realized that they complement each other beautifully. Pendulum dowsing allows you to identify the root cause and relevant factors to any problem, which means also the hypnotic interventions or techniques that would be effective. And you can douse that out before somebody walks in the door. So what I do is that after I send a potential client their intake form, I go to a book that I've written, this Therapeutic Dowsing and Telepathic Healing. And it's like 241 pages. But anyway, after my first dowsing course, I started writing all kinds of charts. Technique of why a person was smoking, the physical and emotional reasons why somebody was overeating, why they secondary gain, negative beliefs and judgments that were keeping them stuck, all the things that we as hypnotherapists need to know to help our clients. So I wrote 3-inch thick charts for everything that we do. Dowsing identifies the root cause and all relevant factors to any problem. It also can be used to find the hypnotic interventions and techniques that will be effective, the skills and strategies that make a difference. And we can also use it within the session to pace ourselves while our hypnotized client is processing anything we've asked them to do. Well, you could use it to locate the best location for a home or a business, and I've done that. When and what services or classes to offer, the best marketing strategy, and we can do all the mental and emotional healing on ourselves. And so while it's wonderful to go to a hypnotherapist, somebody outside of ourselves to help us get over our problems, we also need to have ways that we can work on ourselves. And the more we clear our own issues, then we are better able to heal our clients. So let me see, what else is there that a treatment plan, really important, follow-up work, what to do to help the client continue. All these things we can determine with dowsing.
So it sounds like the participants will really come away with some real practical things that they can use with dowsing for their
Absolutely.
clients.
Yeah, for themselves and their clients, and we'll teach them how to use the pendulum. This is what I have right now. Pendulum is basically a weight on a string. There's no power in the pendulum or most pendulums. Some are, the shapes are effective for certain things, but basically it's like kinesiology. Your unconscious mind is just giving you a way of knowing the answers to the questions. So it's it can, what I do is is there anything in this book that can help the client today? If I get a yes, I'll ask for the page number and I will go and point directly to whatever the chart says.
Oh,
Very,
very,
it's very speeds up the whole
Mhm.
process.
very good. And I understand you'll have a vendor's table with our conference as well, and I assume you will have some of those books there for us.
Right. That one
Perfect.
and others that I've written. Yes.
Perfect, perfect. And then how about your other talk that you're going to do on energy healing for positive change?
That implies that all consciousness is entangled, and which many scientists are saying now that it's. I'll give you a quote from Stephen Schwartz. He says, as far as I can see, there's no greater power than the collective intention of a large group of people. It can change politics, it can change physical reality, it can affect healing. Consciousness is the fundamental we are dealing with. You have the power through your intention to literally alter the circumstances of your physical surroundings and the structure of reality. So the things we are being triggered at various times. We are upset, but you're never upset for the first time. And so if we start healing ourselves because of the entanglement, we're making it easier for somebody else to heal themselves. Our consciousness, our thoughts, our emotions are like a ripple in a pond that are going out and influencing other people. And their thoughts and emotions are coming back and influencing us. It is a two-way process. And so as we heal, it's helping someone else. We are, as we lift our consciousness, we're helping to lift the consciousness of the whole, like the 100th monkey event. So we can take, when we are upset, we can ask to go to the very first event that is related to that and shift the negative belief or judgment that caused that, because we know first comes an event, something happens, and then we make a judgment or about that event, which then creates an emotion, which then influences our behavior. So if we don't like getting upset ourselves, we can ask to go back, just like you do past life regression or regression to cause. You can go back to the very first time you had that is related to the emotion you have or the problem you have. If it's a problem, you go back to the first event, identify the negative belief or emotion attached to it, go back to that first event. And by the way, this is a process I learned from A.L. Ward, who just recently died. He's one of the giants in hypnosis.
Mm.
And with the value of hindsight, change to a healthier, more constructive choice, and then pass that through. Now, we can do that for individuals, but we can also do it for groups. Now, as we are triggered by something going on in the world, we can do multiple things, one of which is Ho'oponopono, timeline, change decision, infinite intelligence process, emotion code. There are a lot of different therapies that we can do. And everything we are doing, as I said, is like a ripple that's going out through all consciousness and helping to heal. Especially Ho'oponopono is directly possible with that. Now, there have been transcendental meditators that proved that you can reduce the crime. There was 4,000 of them that were focusing at the same time with the intention of reducing crime in Washington, D.C., and that happened. So as people band together in groups, whether it's the power of eight, such as Lynn McTaggart talks about, or it's other groups meditating, doing hypnosis, any kind of healing intention, they not only, it's not a 1 + 1 is 2, it's a 1 + 2 is a multiple. It's creating an incredible power. And over again, I am reading that everything starts with consciousness. not only the consciousness of an individual that is causing a particular behavior that we might like or dislike, but you can send healing to the consciousness that's underneath the evil in the world.
Mhm.
Right now we have wars going on in 2 continents that we know about. We can work on healing the hatred
Mhm.
that is between these groups, the grief, the fear, and especially, we call it mass consciousness. You can have a mass consciousness of an emotion. So, for example, at Christmas, there's a mass consciousness of goodwill and joy and getting together with people we love and care about. So there's a happy type of mass consciousness going there. During 9/11, there was a mass consciousness of fear and grief, overwhelming grief, shock, insecurity. So we recognize that people can share the same emotion that is uplifting or debilitating. And we can work on shifting that mass consciousness through the power of intention. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm also going to provide a guideline for setting up and connecting a group on this.
Oh, very good. How would one go about doing that without giving it all away?
Well, first of all, you have to know what it is you want to change, identify it. So you can start with what triggers you most. And then you find some other people that, so that's your thing. And you find other people who realize that they want to be part of shifting the consciousness that is off track. Let's just say it that way. And so you start inviting people to join with you to pray, to meditate, to do energy work for the purpose of putting out positive vibes out there, putting out healing, putting out unconditional love into the atmosphere. And so you make an agreement of a time to meet or get together physically or virtually. And I'm going to go through outlining what you can do to set up your own group. You can have a leader, you can have a chair, you can have a meditation, and I strongly recommend you start with a meditation or something to get people in the right frame of mind. You can have people to send in their written requests in advance, because you can pray for names of people with their personal issues as well as things of a regional, a local, or a global issue. So you can put that in a bowl and say, okay, we're going to send healing to all the prayer requests we had. Or you can start addressing certain specific concerns individually or that are shared. So as I said, you could do just a silent sending of the healing energy, or you can have it verbalized by someone in the group. And you can take turns with that, or you can have a person who's designated to do that. You have a lot of options.
Very good. And I can see how that can help shift the consciousness of the world, honestly.
Yes, it's huge.
Absolutely. It's like a huge mastermind group almost. Yes.
Exactly. Exactly.
Very good. All right. Well, I look forward to seeing your presentations at our conference in just a few weeks. Is there anything else you want to share with our members? I know you've been coming to our NATH conferences long before I was even there. You've been on.
Yes, from the very first.
Absolutely.
I started with Dee and Alan
Mhm.
from the very first conference, and I've been to almost every single one over all these years. Now, as far as where a person can get more information, I have a blog that is Unlimited Potential Healing Center, and there are articles there on these topics that a person can scroll through. I have over 172 articles on there. The most recent one is Ho'opono for what's going on right now.
Oh,
But
very
there are
good.
other articles on this basic principle. So that is one way you can get more information, or going to my website, roxannelouise.com. But I think going to the blog first, you can start reading about some of these things, and that may be of interest.
I think we have some of your blogs as well on the new NATH website
Yes.
for our members pages. So we welcome any more that you want to send us for that as
Sure,
well.
I will.
But I can attest that you are a magnificent teacher, that I have learned so much at the NATH conferences that I have been at with you, that I'm sure that our new members and members that have had hypnotherapy businesses for a few years now will learn something from you. We always do. So I welcome you in a few weeks. Thank you for talking with us today. And to our members, I hope you'll stop by at one of Roxanne's talks or at her table. She's always there and always willing to share and teach us something. I know that. So
thank you, Linda. You're kind.
Thank you so much. I will see you in a few weeks. Be careful
All right.
traveling. Safe
Okay,
travels.
thank you.
Bye
Okay,
now.
bye.